watching the markets tonight with oil prices now surging after the attack. Christine Romans is monitoring this for us. Christine, what are we seeing?
Yeah, big reaction so far here, Hallie. Oil prices surging as world markets are getting their first chance to react to those strikes on Iran. What happens in this region, of course, is critical for the price of oil around the world. Iran is an oil producer, a big oil producer, but because of punishing sanctions, most of its oil goes to China. But more importantly here, the Strait of Hormuz is that critical passageway. Hallie, 20% of the world's oil passes through there every day.
Christine, can't talk about oil prices without also talking about gas prices. What is the expectation on that front here at home?
Yeah, spiking oil prices will quickly translate into higher prices at the pump for American drivers. Look at it this way. A $1 rise in crude oil prices generally means up to 2.5 cents more for a gallon of gasoline. So quick math, a $10 spike in oil would be up to 25 cents more for a gallon of gasoline. Experts say those higher prices at the pump, they could happen in a matter of days. How long they last depends on how this conflict plays out. And Hallie, as this crisis unfolds, several major shipping companies have told us they're holding their super tankers outside of the strait. They're dropping anchor on dozens of ships. Also tonight, the group of countries known as OPEC Plus says it's going to agree to a modest increase in oil production next month as all of this plays out, Hallie.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.
Breaking news. Tensions between the United States, Israel and Iran continue to attract global attention. As conflicts intensify, oil prices fluctuate, supply chains face disruptions, and economies around the world feel the impact. But have you ever wondered how does this affect Malaysia? And more specifically, how does it affect Petronas, one of Malaysia's most important companies? Let's find out.
Petronas, or Petroleum Regional Berhad, was established in 1974 and is Malaysia's national oil and gas company. The company involved in oil production, exploration, distribution and refining, with operation extending across many countries worldwide. Because Petronas operates globally, any major international can influence its business performance. So today we will discover how the conflict involving the United States, Israel and Iran can create both opportunities and challenges for Petronas. Instead of explain everything ourselves, let's hear what the public has to say.
We're going to interview some of the public to know what are their responses to this current issue. Let's go find out. To disturb you, sir, may I ask you some questions?
Yes.
Do you know what Petronas is?
Of course, it is the company that reminds me how fast my money disappears whenever I fill up my car.
Going to find out why global conflicts have something to do with that. Let's start with our first question. You think that war only creates problems. Do you think that Petronas can benefit through this situation?
Surprisingly, yes. One major benefit is the increases in oil prices. When conflict happens in important oil-producing regions, oil supplies may become limited. As demands remain high but supply decreases, oil prices tend to rise. Since Petronas produces and sells oil, the company can earn more revenue by selling oil at higher market prices.
Conflicts can actually increase Petronas' earnings?
Exactly, and those higher earnings can improve the company's cash flow and financial performance.
Let's get another opinion. Besides high revenue, are there any advantages?
Yes, definitely. When oil price increases, some energy projects that were previously expensive become more profitable. This gives Petronas opportunities to expand into new oil and gas fields and accelerate existing projects. Higher profit can also attract who are interested in funding large-scale energy development.
So in a way, conflict can create business expansion opportunity?
Yes, especially in energy sector.
Hi sir, may I ask you some questions?
Yes, of course.
How does Petronas affect ordinary Malaysians?
Petronas contributes significantly to Malaysia economy. When the company earn higher profit, I can provide more taxes, dividend, export earning to the government. This money can be used to support public services, infrastructure project and the national development.
So the benefits are not only for Petronas but also for Malaysia?
That's correct. The country economy can also benefit from the Petronas' strong performance.
Everything sounds positive. Higher profits, more investment and greater contributions to the economy. But surely there must be challenges too. Let's hear another perspective. Hi Miss, may I ask you some questions?
Yes, sure.
Challenges does Petronas face during conflict like this?
One major challenge is rising operational costs. Conflicts create risk for transportation and logistics. Because of this, shipping companies charge higher freight fees and insurance companies increase their premiums. Some vessels even need to use longer routes to avoid conflict areas.
With higher transportation costs?
Exactly. And these costs can reduce the profits earned from higher oil prices.
Hi sir, sorry for disturbing you. May I ask you some questions?
Yes.
Costs, are there any major concerns?
Yes, another serious challenge is supply chain disruption. The Middle East is an important region for global oil transportation and trade. When the conflict occurs, the shipment may be delayed and the essential supplies may become harder to obtain.
Does that affect companies?
Delays can disrupt business operation and increase their costs. So, this make it harder for a company to maintain their efficiency.
What about the Malaysian economy? Does it face any additional risk?
Definitely. Global conflict often create uncertainty in financial market. This causes currency exchange rate to fluctuate. If the Malaysian ringgit weakens, imported goods become more expensive, increasing operational costs for businesses.
So even companies that are not directly involved in oil and gas can be affected?
Exactly. The impact extends beyond Petronas and affect many sectors of the economy.
After hearing all these points, there is one final question. Do you think that the overall impact is positive or negative?
I think there are short-term benefits.
Especially in terms of revenue and investment opportunities.
But operational costs can increase significantly.
Economic uncertainty remains a concern.
Therefore, the long-term impact is generally more challenging than beneficial. So overall, based on our finding, Petronas has experienced both benefit and challenges during this geopolitical conflict. The benefits includes higher oil prices, increased revenue, better management cash flow, and more investment opportunities.
However, Petronas also faces rising operational costs, supply chain disruption, economic uncertainty, and currency fluctuation.
Therefore, while conflict may provide a short-term advantages, long-term stability is better achieved through a peaceful international relation and a stable global economy.
We hope you
Enjoy our report and gain better understanding
Of how global conflict
Affect Petronas and Malaysia. Thank you.